Hey all, so we're doing a lesson in 12 bar blues today. This is for the CoachArt students, so any questions or things you want to learn more about, just let me know and I'll try and put another lesson together for you. All right, enjoy this one. The 12 bar blues in the key of A. The chords we're going to need to know are going to be the A7, the D7, and the E7. Just those three chords, that's all we need. The 12 bar blues follows a very specific pattern, although there's sometimes a little alternative at the end. It has the root note for 4 bars, then the fourth note for 2 bars, the root note again for 2 bars, the fifth for 1 bar, the fourth for 1 bar, the root for 1 bar, and then the fifth for 1 bar. Sometimes you play the root note for the last 2 bars, but the way we're going to play it is we're going to play the fifth for the last bar. In the key of A, what that would mean is, as you can see here, the A will be played for 4 bars, the D for 2 bars, the A for 2 bars, and then the E, D, A, and E to finish out the last section, right? But the 12 bar blues, you're just going to be following a pattern over and over and over again, and that's what's really cool about it. And again, that's why it's really important to find the groove. Okay, 12 bar blues. The way we count it is in 8 notes, so we will count it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And for this piece, what we're going to do is we're going to accent beats 2 and 4. So it'll sound 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's the accents we're going to do, and we want to reflect that in our guitar playing. So one way is just something very simple, just downstrokes. By the way, find the groove yourself. That's the only way you can really do it. If you're trying to imitate somebody else's groove, it's not going to work. But sometimes just getting some ideas from other people can be helpful. But really, don't focus too much on the strumming. Focus on the groove. And you'll just feel it, right? Tap your toe, and you'll catch the groove, right? So one way to do it is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See, just downstrokes. Just flicking your wrist and kind of accenting the 2 and the 4 is a way to go. And I'd recommend keeping it very simple as you're finding the groove. But you don't always just want to be kind of locked into one thing. So mixing it up after you get the groove can really be helpful, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. So that's just a couple different ideas that you can do as you're finding the groove. The best way is just practice slowly, and you'll get it. Learning the blues is critically important for your guitar playing. "12-bar blues in the key of A." All right, I'll count us in, and we'll get started. We'll play it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 12-bar blues. All right, that was the 12-bar blues in A. That was a lot of fun. I love playing the blues. And the most important thing I'd say in this lesson is just find the groove. Just keep practicing that over and over again until you really get the feeling of it. We learned it in A today, and you can play the blues in any key, right? The most popular ones are going to be in E or B flat. But just try to find a key that works for you and just keep practicing it and just get that groove down. This lesson, like all the other lessons, are for CoachArt, and CoachArt is a fantastic organization that provides music, art, STEM, lots of other stuff for kids with long-term illnesses. So it's like I said, it's a great organization. So look into them. I'll put a link in the description below, and you can get some more information. Take care.